Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am pleased to let you know that for the first time since about January or December, depending on which card you're looking at, you can readily find GTX 1060 6GB variants for under $300. That's of course if you don't count state sales tax or things like that. Now this is super important because for 1080p gamers, the last year or so has been exceptionally awful. Now sure, there was a period in there through really much of the same period of these past 5 months or so where high-end graphics cards were really hard to come by, but the first ones to really collapse was the middle cards, the RX 580s, the GTX 1060s. They were out of their price range. They were completely ludicrously priced, largely because of the combination of RAM shortages as well as the cryptocurrency popularity in the second half of 2017 and early 2018. Now things still aren't perfect to be sure, and that's largely because we have a continuing RAM shortage. For example, me and my brother were recently lamenting the fact that he spent something like $85 or $90 for a 16GB kit of DDR4 RAM when he originally bought his main system, and that was 3200 megahertz speed, at least that was what it was rated at, and now you can't find that RAM for really much cheaper than about $200, $190 in some cases. But building a gaming PC is still extremely expensive, but graphics cards are definitely falling in price, and it's not just relegated to the 1060s on the Nvidia side of things. For example, you can now get a 1050 Ti for about $190, would be about what you should expect to pay for those. You can get 1070s for the sub $500 price point, as well as 1070 Ti's, and you can get 1080s for under $600. So graphics cards across the board are coming back down in price. They're still above where they should be with their normal MSRPs, but if you are a gamer that's looking to build now and not really wanting to wait for the 1100 series from Nvidia, then now is actually not a bad time to go for it. AMD continues to be a little bit higher with its cards. The 580s, the RX 580s that is, are getting a little bit better and more in shape with price points, but the Vega cards, the Vega 56 and 64, continue to be higher than their similarly performing Nvidia cards, so I would kind of stay away from those unless you have other plans that really require an AMD card over an Nvidia card. Really, they're just not worth the price that you would expect to pay for them, at least not yet. So I'll go ahead and leave some links down below of some affordable graphics cards right now, at least more affordable than they have been, including a couple 1060s that I mentioned. One in particular, the Asus variant, has a dual fan design going for $295 and change on Amazon right now. I actually own one of these cards. I paid quite a bit more than that price point for my card, but this card is an excellent card. It keeps the GPU very cool with that cooler. In fact, my card, I got kind of lucky with the Silicon Lottery with this particular 1060. Mine is able to run over 2100 megahertz continuously, indefinitely, at least in something like Heaven Benchmark, that sort of thing, and it keeps the temperature very cool as well without making the card overly loud and obnoxious, and that's all in a mini ITX chassis that it's doing it, so I highly recommend that Asus card, and the EVGA variant would be a good one for a smaller form factor PC. It's right at the $300 price point, so also a very good value there, at least when you consider what the 1060 6GB versions have been for a long time, and that's about the past 5 months, really. They've just been nowhere near this price point as seen by the graphs. So if you're building a PC, let me know what you're going to put in it down below. Maybe you're going to use one of these cards or a similar card that is finally coming down in price point. If you're wanting to wait though, also let us know. Are you waiting on that 1100 series? And if so, which of the 1100 cards do you think you're gonna be picking up? And as always, if you like this content, hey, give it a like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Those help out a lot. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Hoosier Hardware. And as always, I'll let YouTube queue up a couple more videos from my channel for you to watch. I'm Shane with Hoosier Hardware, and I'll see you guys in the next video.